Hey, everybody. It is, let's see, today's Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing really well. We are on the final chapter of the 12 Laws of Being Human by Manhardeep Singh. So I'm going to read the last chapter. It's about the law of true possession. It's a quick chapter, and then we'll do the conclusion that the author did, and then we'll talk about the next book that we're going to do. And let's see, and it's finally, I just want to say it's really nice here in Florida. So my windows are open. I'm super excited. Went for a nice hike yesterday and it was absolutely gorgeous out. So this girl's real excited because I love the cooler weather. All right, grasshoppers, here we go. Chapter 12, the law of true possession. The present is all you have. You might amass a lot of wealth and possess a lot of materialistic things, but the truth is, as human beings, we only have one true possession. Everything else is just an illusion in the mind. The only true possession that you have is the present moment. No one can steal it from you. It is up to you to choose how you want to use this moment. This moment is a gift. Actually, your entire life has been leading up to this moment. So think about it. Each and everything you've gone through in life, each high, every low, and everything in the middle has driven you to this very moment. This moment is priceless and it's the only moment guaranteed to you. This moment is your life. Don't miss it. And I think that's a really great final chapter, and it's so true, and it's something I struggle with every day about living in the present. They say live in the present. This is what you have, And I'm consistently thinking about the future. I'm thinking about the past. It's so hard for me to sit here and think about today. When I can nail it down and do that, it feels amazing. So I have been working more and more, like, when we went for a hike yesterday, in fact, I focused more on what we were doing instead of thinking about the future and what I want to do and this or that. I tried numerous times. I actually consciously thought about, look at these trees. Oh, look at the water over there. Oh, look at this. Oh, the weather is great. I really worked on bringing myself into that present moment. And it was really great when I did that. Now I don't do it consistently enough. It's not a habit yet, but it's part of the process of life, and I'm absolutely trying to get there. So we'll go over the conclusion, which is titled Putting It All Together. It says, the 12 laws of being human are not instructions. They're universal truths that apply to every one of us. At the point when you lose yourself, call upon them. Have confidence in the strength of your soul. Aspire to be wise in your path of life, as it knows no limits other than those you impose on yourself. I find it interesting that 4 out of the 12 laws of being human are tied to learning lessons. Perhaps this is on the grounds that we invested so much time on what's happening to us rather than zeroing in on why it's happening. Of course, as I mentioned in the beginning, simple doesn't mean easy. It's not easy to sit still and listen to your thoughts. It's not easy to eliminate your ego from your mistakes to look for lessons. It's stressful to settle on tough decisions, and it doesn't feel much better to sincerely compare ourselves with the characteristics we severely dislike in others. Whatever the case may be, it is vital to turn into the human you want to be. And, the author is so right. He does break these down, and he shows us the simplicity of all of these, because there's not a lot to them. You don't have to do a whole lot. There's no jumping through hoops. There's no special formula. But like he said, simple doesn't mean easy. Just, you would think it would be easy to keep your thoughts on the present moment, but we've spent our entire lives not doing that. So me, I'm 51. So I've spent, my whole life doing the opposite of these things. And something I truly believe, and I've said this so many times, books like this, I feel, should be introduced to kids in school. I think young kids, I think, and there's a lot of really great books out there. Even Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Fantastic book. I feel that there really should be classes in school where these kind of books like this are taught to the kids, and then the kids get to discuss it. And So from a younger age, they start learning how to think differently instead of getting to where, you're an adult in your 40s and 50s or wherever you decide to, it strikes you to start thinking like this, or changing, your life and your thought patterns for the better. We often spend most of our lives thinking negatively or not being in the present moment, and taught, you as kids, you go to school, you go to college, or you get a full-time job and you move out, and that's it. That's what we're taught life is for the most part. It's what I was taught, and I wish I wasn't, because I'm trying to unlearn all of those things. And so again, that's why I'm just really grateful to have these books and to be able to share this information with you. And if you haven't already gotten a copy of this, I think it's just, they're fantastic references. And you'll see, I mean, I have notes everywhere. I have things highlighted, so I can just pick this up and open up a chapter and go back through my notes, reread it. The chapter goes really quickly, and just have it in the forefront of my mind of, oh, okay, this is what I want to do, and as a reminder. So thank you so much, Manhardeep, for writing these. And the next book I decided is going to be The 12 Laws of the Universe. And this one is, I read this before, but I'll do this again. It says, life throwing you a curveball, embrace these 12 laws of the universe to handle life's toughest situations. This book is written with a to-the-point language and tone with the intent to reach the reader in a clear way. The 12 laws of the universe will help you understand your impact on the whole world, have awareness of how each one of us are connected, how to attract your way to success, change what is not working for you, understand how to get from here to there. The 12 Laws of the Universe is an intriguing self-realization book. If you like self-improvement, therapeutic, life-changing books, then you'll love Manhardeep Singh's indispensable book. So we're going to go over this because this touches on the law of attraction in quite a bit. And I know that was, a topic that some of you were really interested in, the last book too. And the first part of this one says, understand your impact on the whole world. What this reminds me of is another book I read, and I think it was, I forget who wrote it. I should know this, but it's called The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. And I know it was written as a fictional book, but I actually read that book, and it was a great read in the sense it made me think about how I treat people day to day, strangers on the street even. Because the premise of the book is the 5 people you meet in heaven isn't, you just think, a lot of people think, when you die, you're going to see all these people that you knew here on earth. You're going to be surrounded by all these people. But the premise of that book is that's not the case. You will see some people, but there's people you will see when you cross over that you had an impact on that you didn't know you did, both good and bad. And one smile can change everything for someone. Someone is having a bad day. When you're checking out at the cash register, you have, sometimes you'll get a cashier is just really, they're just crabby. They're not happy. They're not happy to be there. And it's obvious. So instead of taking offense to that or thinking, oh, they should change their attitude, I will go out of my way and say, hey, how are you today? Or, well, I really hope your day gets better. Or I'll make small talk of, I know it seems really crazy in here today. I don't know what's going on. Well, I hope your day gets better. I hope it goes really fast. Or I've even actually thank them. Well, thanks for coming in. I know, it doesn't sound like it's the best day, but thanks for being here. So I was able to get this. And when you see somebody smile and they just feel like someone connected to them, someone saw them, they saw them as something other than just a cashier. They saw them as a person. It can change someone's day. You don't know what's going on in their life. They could have come in a bad mood because they got bad news at home. Something's going on at home. They got in an argument with someone. They got bad news about something. And of course they brought that to work. So it's not that it's personal against you being there at checking out. you're not aware. And so I really try to keep that in mind, and I don't take offense nearly as much as I used to, of, well, that person should have a better attitude. I just I read that book, The Five People You Meet in Heaven, and I think, I don't know if it'll make a difference or not, but if it does, great. If it makes no difference, what harm is there in being nice to someone? Even if it doesn't make this great impact on their life, there's still no harm in it. Maybe just for 1 minute they smiled and it lightened their mood. So that really struck me on this book when it says, understand your impact on the whole world. And it's more than just that, but just keep in mind the little things we do can really change someone. Good, and like I said, good or bad. You say you're in a bad mood and you snap a bad comment to someone and make them feel bad. I could stay with that person for a long time. And what was the point of it? So, I mean, does it really make you feel better if you're mean to someone just because you're in a bad mood? Sometimes we just need to sit with that bad mood and keep to ourselves and realize what it is and deal with it. And then, hopefully move on out of it without hurting someone else. But I'm not trying to lecture anybody. I'm just talking from my experience of the things I've tried to do through life and my thought processes. So again, not lecturing anybody. I'm not trying to preach to anybody. But they're things to consider, I guess. So we'll reconvene on the 12 laws of the universe. I'm super excited about starting this one. And I hope everybody has a fantastic day. All right. Bye.